Back pain. Anybody has ever had it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of the people watching this have experienced back pain at least once in their lifetime. In fact, research shows that at least about 90% of patients or people in the United States do experience one episode of severe back pain. I'm actually one of those 90% population.
I have to say I'm one of the 90% too. You can introduce yourself, Dr. Medina.
My name is Richard Medina. I'm a board certified internal medicine doctor, and I'm currently on my last year on fellowship for rheumatology. Back pain is very important. MSK complain about 90% of patients will complain of some sort of back pain at least once in their lifetime. So I think it's very important for us to make awareness of this complaint and talk about some exercises, stretching, strengthening exercises that we can do to kind of prevent from having these flare-ups and improve mobility and wellness long term.
Okay, so I understand you came up with actually a pretty quick regimen for people to do in the mornings. It's less than 10 minutes. It's about 5 exercises, right?
Correct.
Okay, we're gonna jump into the exercises, but first we'll do warm-ups. We wanna make sure that our muscles are limber so that we're able to do these exercises better and stretch our muscles. The second thing to remember is consistency over intensity, all right? Make sure you start slow, use good form, be consistent with your exercises. Whether you're starting with just 1 or 2, and then over time increasing, we don't wanna hurt ourselves because anybody who has ever had back pain knows that it can be quite a recovery sometimes. So because of that, let's take it slow and use good posture. And finally, after exercises, we're gonna come back for some post-exercise tips. Let's get started. After Richard and I do some stretches, he's going to go into his exercises. This is the first one. Lower back rotational stretch. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Keep your shoulders firmly on the floor and slowly roll your bent knees to one side. Hold this position for 5 to 10 seconds. Slowly go back to the starting position. Repeat on the other side. Repeat each stretch 2 to 3 times. You can do the full routine once in the morning, and if you're having some back pain, and if your back has been really sore, you can also do it in the evening. The next exercise is called knee to chest stretch. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Using both of your hands, pull up one knee and press it towards your chest. Tighten the muscles in your belly and press your spine to the floor. Hold this for 3 to 5 seconds. Return to the starting position and repeat with the other leg. Then go back to the starting position. Repeat with both legs at the same time. This is actually just one set. You can repeat each of these sets 2 to 3 times, and you can do the routine in the morning, and you can also do it at night if you need to. The important thing here is that you can do this exercise in a couple different ways. You can flex your other knee, or you can have it straight, but it does work different muscle groups. So in this one, we've chose to have it flexed. Next exercise, curl up or small sit-ups. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Tighten your abdomen and curl halfway up. Keep your head in line with your shoulders and try to touch the top of your knees with your hands if possible. Hold for a couple of seconds and then uncurl to lie down. You can repeat 2 sets of 10. Remember to keep your neck straight. Next exercise is the bridge exercise. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Keep your shoulders and head relaxed on the floor and tighten the muscles in your belly and buttocks. Then raise your hips to form a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Try to stay that way long enough to take 3 deep breaths. Go back to where you started and repeat. Begin by doing 5 repetitions a day and slowly work up to 30. This is our last exercise, the cat stretch. Kneel on your knees and hands. Slowly arch your back as if you're pulling your belly up towards the ceiling as you bring your head down. Then slowly let your back and belly sag towards the floor as you bring your head up. Go back to your starting point and repeat. You can repeat this 3 to 5 times in the morning, and if you need to, you could add it in the evening as well. Finish up with some cool down stretches. Thank you so much, Dr. Medina, for doing these exercises for us and demonstrating them. If there were any takeaways today, do you have any suggestions for what people should do when they have low back pain and they try these exercises?
Yes, focus on the proper form of the exercise. Even if you're not able to do as many repetitions as you can, try to do it the correct way, and that will help you avoid further injuries in your back or having more pain with these movements.
So if you can't do 5 or 10 like you can do so well, then even if you do only a couple, at least do the form correctly, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Also, patients with back pain, is imperative that you walk. It has also been shown that laying in bed, laying in couch actually makes the back pain worse. So for you to do stretching, movement, walking, even if it's in your own house, that will help you with your back pain stiffness.
So movement is key, like all rheumatologists say, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so you finished your exercise routine. Let's talk about some post-exercise tips. First of all, hydration is really important, right? You've done your workout and now you have to make sure that your body is nourished with proper hydration, whether with or without electrolytes. The second thing is, hopefully you didn't hurt yourself more, but if you have some areas that are sore, you can use either heat or ice. Ice is better often if you think it's more inflammation. Now think back to the exercises. Did you have good posture? If not, something to work on next time. Foam rollers. If you have some areas that are really uncomfortable, consider using a foam roller. They can be really helpful, but you have to do it correctly. Breathing exercises, they can actually be really helpful. And when we talk about mindfulness, this is the time where you want to bring it in when you're doing these stretches, because relaxing the body reduces the tension, including muscle tension, and you could be able to do the exercises even better. If you've done the exercises, but you're having more pain, whether it's a sharp pain or just pain that's slowly getting worse, no matter what you do, then just stop. Don't do any more and get evaluated by your healthcare team, because there are so many different reasons for back pain. A lot of times people just want to know one thing, but actually you could have a combination of things, and you could have so many different diagnoses, whether it's spinal stenosis, a disc bulge, a break in your bone, in your vertebra, or even something like cancer. There are so many different reasons, and we'd want to know which one, especially if the pain is just not getting any better. Then please go get help. But otherwise, we hope you're going to do much better with this quick exercise routine for your back. If you've ever had back pain and have some good tips to share, drop it in the comments. We'll see you next time at Plant Forward MD.